though. I had a friend who'd been working at a boarding school, supposedly therapeutic boarding school, part-time, and she said, you know, send in a resume there. You don't need much background as a teacher.
Read part of that.
Okay, that's goodness. I'll do the beginning. This is in 1989 in West Stockbridge, Massachusetts. Halfway to Christmas, Forchetti stated the obvious. You can't teach for shit. The other 6 kids went quiet, looking from him to me, teen unks scratching and hair twirling and pencil chewing, arrested for once. He cracked his gum, noise reverberating off the jaundiced yellow cinder block. It was an ugly room, demoralizing. I didn't want to be in it either, only you're not supposed to say that when you're the grown-up. The trees outside were losing their last Robert Frost touches of burnished brass and copper, sorry leaves ready to drop from maples and elms and whatever the hell else kind of East Coast trees I still didn't know the names of 12 years after leaving California. I dragged my eyes back from the window and crossed my arms. Did you read the damn chapter? Forchetti smirked and pincered the spit-warm raisin of juicy fruit off his tongue. He held it up, pretending to sight down the damn thing, straight at my forehead. I stared right back at his narrow face, at those baby features overwhelmed by black eyebrows he hadn't yet grown into. Did you? Without looking down, Forchetti opened his copy of I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings at a random page. He dropped the little gumwad inside and mashed the paperback shut against his chair's faux wood paddle of desk. I wouldn't read this piece of shit, he said, if you dropped to your knees and blew me. Wiesner hissed, shut the fuck up, foreskin. Good-looking kid, Wiesner. 6'5", white blonde hair slicked back, gray eyes with long dark lashes. He was just back from 8 days in county lockup after holding a teacher and a couple of students hostage with a carving knife so he could call his girlfriend long distance on the principal's office phone. Now I had him for 2 out of 3 classes. Forchetti dropped his eyes to the carpet. She is a shitty teacher, he whined, and you owe $1 to the Rape Crisis Fund for saying the F word, Wiesner. Which was true. Big-time rule here at the San Angelo Academy because Dr. David San Angelo felt that fuck was a word fundamentally linked to violence against women. It was, in fact, the only word the students weren't allowed to say, or the teachers. Wiesner pulled a crisp 5 from his pocket. 4 to go then. He lifted his right hand, waggling the digits in Forchetti's direction. Madeline is not a fucking shitty teacher, he said, folding his index finger down on the stressed word. You, on the other hand, are a fucking middle finger, suckbag, fuck, ring finger, and if you don't leave her alone, I'm going to fucking pinky stomp your skinny ferret ass the next time I catch you alone in the showers. Wiesner wadded up the money and tossed it at Forchetti's feet. Be a sweetheart, he said. Put that in San Angelo's little jar for me. Forchetti blushed, but he picked the bill up off the floor and put it in his pocket. I would have told Wiesner to lay off threatening a foot shorter kid he had 50 pounds on, except Patty Gonzaga started growling, which is what happened the first week right before she chunked her chair at my head. The lunch bell went off, thank God. They stampeded into the hallway, all except Wiesner, who just stretched his legs out, still in his seat and grinning. One last door slammed down the hall. He ambled over and sat on the edge of my desk. Penny for your thoughts. I think you'll be late for lunch. Well, figured I'd walk you over, he said. I still have to do everybody's marks. We were supposed to rate how each kid behaved right at the end of class. Forchetti racked up 3 straight weeks of zeros, winner and still champion. Wiesner lounged back on an elbow. I can wait. I pulled open the top drawer looking for a pen. They'll get all pissed off if you're not there for the meds. You just seem kind of shaky, he said, voice all soothing. I want to make sure you feel okay. The drawer was full of crap, souvenirs of my predecessors. Paper clips, barrettes, dental floss, half a roll of Tums and a screwdriver. Teachers left this place in a hurry. Wiesner leaned over, perusing the contents. I looked up. Of course, there isn't a single fucking pen. He smiled, extracting a Bic from his jacket. Trade you for that screwdriver, he said. I need to make a phone call. So that was...
And you did teach.
That was, I think, my 3rd week teaching.
Yeah.
Was, a typical afternoon. And, so it was quite an intro to the world of educational employment.
Oh, I guess.